All right, please mind my mess. Just don't yell at me or anything. Okay, so I said we need to come to the back of the car and talk about power. To get to that alternator and to get to that starter, I don't have a starter yet. I have a factory 4.6 starter, which will work for the 5.4. Any of that stuff will work. It's about the same, bolt pattern, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna get one of these mini torque starters or anything. And yeah, we'll get there though. What you're looking at though is the battery box from this is a Taylor battery box. So I don't know what makes it Taylor other than the brand name, but it's kind of just formed aluminum. And you can see, oh, my finger got in the way. You can kind of see what we got here for a disconnect switch. Let's pick somewhere to start. So first, the wire that's run from the front of the car. Oh, and I need to show you where those connects are made, the bulkheads, the pass-throughs, if you will. But this is, let's see if we can focus on it. Timco wire, single aught. So I bought this stuff from Amazon. If you got Amazon Prime, it made it here pretty quick, and it was good, excellent quality stuff. Let's see if we can look at the end of one of these. It's stranded, and this stuff, I don't know if it'll focus. Oh yeah, hopefully that's working out for you. This is some of the best quality wire that I've ever used, and it's from, oh, let's see, Timco Industrial. I bought this off of Amazon. They sell it on eBay as well, but since I already have Amazon Prime, that worked out pretty well. So let's take a look. I ran that single aught all the way from the front of the car to the back here. We got a Taylor box that we'll have to take the wrapper off of. And I've got it coming through the tail light. All right. Let's take a look here. Sorry, I'm trying to get where the light is. I thought I had enough light, but maybe I don't. This is a Summit Racing brand disconnect switch. So I've got that hooked up. And then, again, this is just all mocked up. We'll do some kind of covering for the trunk back here where we make a false floor or something. But I've got it coming through the tail light. And you'll be able to push this for off. I think if I have it correct, this is what we'll need for to be NHRA legal. So I thought that was pretty neat, but yeah, single aught all the way back. And I got a spool of, please don't laugh at my mess. Got a spool of number 2 here. That's what we'll use for the alternator charging wire. So, oh man, sorry for all the mess again. I need to vacuum this out and everything. But I've got the interior ripped out. Oh boy, not just the interior, but the dash and everything. So you can't see it, which is good, but that runs up under the floor. You can see where it kind of comes out there. And let's walk over here. Oh, excuse me, dump truck. Whoops. My son and I were playing out here the other day. Okay, let's see if you can see. So I thought this was pretty slick. In the fender well, I've got the positive for the battery, negative, a ground coming to the front, and then I'm going to add a third fitting here, if you will, pass through for the alternator. So if you don't know, you're going to need to be able to separate the alternator wire from the battery wire so that when you push the lever in the back to off, it cuts all the electronics off. I know that wasn't a very technical term, but basically we can't have the alternator hooked up here. Because if we begin charging this circuit with the alternator running, now let's say the alternator's running, what we're doing is we're charging this circuit, Ooh, excuse me. And if we hit the push to off in the back, it won't really turn the car off. So we're going to have to run the alternator all the way back. Oh, sorry. My knees are killing me. I'm old. Alternator will have to come all the way back here to this disconnect and to properly turn the vehicle off, right? All electronics and everything. So, yep, just getting cracking with that. So that's all the battery hookup and where everything seems to feel like it's going to go. We can see right through the car. So there's going to be a bulkhead in the back to meet NHRA regulation again. So in case we're ready to go racing. And we're going to have to determine what we need for a cage. I don't know a way around it. We're going to have to put a cage in the car. So 10 points or something, because if you guys are with me, I think this is going to run 850s. Oh, well, I hope. So we'll plan on it just in case. But anyway, that's the battery disconnect, and the main power distribution. So we got to figure out what we need to do for a fuse block in the front, headlights, turn signals, all that kind of stuff. It'll come pretty soon. I think all that is not rocket surgery, if you will. But we'll figure out what we need to do to get all that happening so we can drive on the street. Okay, so I've got one last video for you guys. It's exciting for me, and I'll show you why in a minute, but I'll talk to y'all soon, okay?